me again. Guess what at this time? Except capture card is antidote, so yeah. Let's see if this works. Okay, Monday is coming. Then I have to fix that. Give it a second. Intentional rain.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
I should have this not a mistake. But so the buffers, so the first are looking for them. It doesn't start right. The volume is fine, so it is a good. Unless we forgot to see the start, what does it show in the beginning of the game?
I wasn't sure if the cutscene is gonna restart, but here we go. Is the audio balance alright? Yeah, I ended up skipping the cutscene by mistake. Or does it play when I click start anyway? Not too sure, I don't remember. I played this game once. That was ages ago.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Nuclear weapon?
You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
It's okay, I was always a good swimmer. It's how I was born. Actually, I wasn't the best because the first one doesn't actually
High-Tech
make it.
Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
You really have to say beautiful.
Boy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman.
Did you see the skies? No, the skies.
Specialist in interrogation, and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Surely they could give him a gun at least, right? It doesn't make sense not to give him anything. Alright. Let's start. Should I do the VR training initially or should I... Oh, circle to confirm. Captions on. Sound, of course, we're gonna go with mono, right? Adjust the monitor brightness so that grayscales below the green line cannot be seen. It's like, no, we're not gonna adjust it in game. You adjust your monitor for us. Old games. What's in special? Previous operations. This is talking about Metal Gear 1 and 2, right? We've played it. There is no reason to... Yeah, there's no reason to read it. 19 pages, yeah, I don't think there is any need to read that, right? Unless they do a retcon of the whole thing. Let's do the briefing. You know, we've streamed it, so we don't really need a recap.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to
What the
meet
fuck
you.
is ATGC? Stop using abbreviations.
This injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of ArmsTech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
It's not like I have a choice, right? Okay, you told me to exit after this.
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me
Alright.
go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world?
What do you know about it?
Dog musher.
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
50.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
Did you put my dogs
I
down?
told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see.
So until the 4th game.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
So this scene is only there if you exit immediately, is it? Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen it. Alright. Operation outline. Why don't they use capitals? I was pressing circle for a bit, nothing was happening. I had to go right.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report
Penetrate.
back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch.
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Time limit? We don't have a time limit. This is gonna be a slow playthrough.
Time limit.
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
What happens if you take longer than 19 hours in a playthrough? Person in charge of the operation.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
I can
No,
control the
At
camera.
this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
DIA, Drug Identification Agency.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by Kodak.
A female analyst?
She's built up
Showered by radiation from Chernobyl.
for the nuclear emergency search team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
I was too focused on reading the stuff, so she was in Chernobyl and her parents died after the cleanup.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank.
Okay, Frank.
Person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War.
She has your facial hair.
Looking after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Has received psychotherapy not to be attracted to those of the opposite sex?
The
What?
fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't
So she's
have
a lesbian?
friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
One, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And two, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
And 3, give me a pin.
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel. That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake,
He's naked now, isn't he?
I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which
He said the
refresh
thing.
supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Back when I was an undergraduate at university, there was a group of people who were really into nootropics, and they kept buying them. I don't think they can buy them anymore in the UK, not as easily available. They were interesting times.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Don't zoom in anymore, I can't see details. Can't even tell if it's human anymore.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's
Not sure which button to change camera.
CBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
I didn't want to press something and it would skip the whole thing. Terrorist armament.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Yeah, he doesn't really tell you much, does he? The terrorist demands. They want kebab.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them.
Need
See,
them.
these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes, And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part.
Stop asking stupid questions.
Therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
I would like to think that Snake is misunderstanding them saying jeans as in they're talking about trousers. And he's really confused. But doesn't want to say it so he doesn't look like an idiot. That's my headcanon now.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
Big
the
boss.
man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting.
Would you be using Levi?
Soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss?
Okay, here is a game for you guys. Every time he repeats something with a question, you take a sip. Next Generation Special Force Unit.
Tell me about these next generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team.
Oh, I know
The purpose
escorts.
was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video.
Why not simulated soldiers?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
Yeah, it's the US. Why would they follow international law?
Is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
The reason for unanimous approval. We're almost there. We're gonna do the VR missions afterwards.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The Sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
Unit Foxhound.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Snake.
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake.
Say Liquid Snake one more time. I
The man
dare
with the
you.
same code name as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe.
I love how they say nationality British in brackets USA.
Tuna Green Berets.
Like it's still a colony.
Kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Will I accept now?
I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Chop my dick off.
Just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Wouldn't that make infiltration easier? No, really, it would make this so much easier. Disguise yourself as him. Go in. And you'll never be captured. Training mode, alright. 10 stages. Training mode, stage 1. Head for the goal while avoiding the enemy soldiers. Training ends if you are seen. I can't use the analog stick. Nope.
Impressive, Snake.
Why can't I use the analog stick? This is gonna be torture. Use the radar effectively and head for the goal. Enemy soldiers cannot see behind them.
Impressive, Snake.
Take the safest path and head for the goal. Crawl when necessary to get through the narrow spaces. Okay, crawl with X. Well, I can't see where they are.
Impressive, Snake.
It's surprising that this collection didn't enable analog stick support. Find the best route and head for the goal. Some routes are less guarded and then others, alright.
Impressive, Snake.
Because there was a version that supported analog sticks, right? Or am I misremembering? Head for the goal and avoid making loud footsteps in differently colored areas of the floor. But I don't see color.
Impressive, Snake.
I like how they don't tell you the buttons for anything. Head for the goal while avoiding surveillance cameras. Directly below each camera is a blind spot. The PS button would do the... Oh. Aha. I thought it would just open the... Switch analog mode. Analog mode, yes. Thank you. Head for the goal while avoiding surveillance cameras. Directly below each camera is a blind spot. Yeah, this is much better. I thought it would just take me back to the PS3 screen. I thought about it, but yeah, I dismissed it. Head for the goal while staying out of the enemy soldiers' field of vision. Crouch to hide behind low walls. Alright.
Impressive, Snake.
But yeah, PS3 controller is not amazing. It feels much smaller, especially after using the PS5 controller. Be careful about leaving footprints and head for the goal. The enemy soldiers will follow them if discovered. I underestimated their 180 IQ.
Whose footprints are these?
My least favorite controller has to go to the Joy-Cons, the Switch Joy-Cons. This is worst. Knock on the walls and head for the goal. Enemy soldiers are sensitive to sound. Use sound to lure them.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
Funny how I didn't really need to think about the buttons. I figured it out. I don't know if it's muscle memory or what. Head for the goal while using all the skills you learned. Watch out for the searchlight.
Who's that?
So there's more than one way to do this one. I still don't know if I'm gonna do complete stealth or something different. Yeah.
Impressive, Snake.
That was just like Spike from Ape Escape, right? Time attack mode. I'm not doing time attack mode. Memory card 1. Like, there's more than one memory card. It's called the hard drive. That with the times. Alright, new game. Normal, hard. Okay, hard is just radar off. I'm gonna go with normal. We're still gonna suffer, trust me on that. Still don't know what that Italian lady was singing about.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Should have kept the hair.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear.
Ooh, that feels
You
good.
won't be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna keep calling.
Snake, you have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again. Snake, you have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch.
Alright. You just repeated that. Why is he walking?
What was that noise?
Okay. Is there anything here? Nope. I pushed X. If I press continue, it's going to count as a detection, right? I don't know. Should I do a no detection run? Oh, I could have gone back to VR. I pushed new too quickly. Resident Evil. Stop hugging. It's so annoying going around corners. It's so annoying.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
It is so annoying to go around the corners. Memory card 1. Is it under Tom Attack? Or training mode? Yep. No additional stage that I can see. Maybe it's not in the PS3 one, or maybe it is. Alright. Skip, skip, skip. Hey Blues for the Red Sun, how are you? Welcome. I'm doing alright, just struggling with getting used to the controls here. Haven't played this in a good more than 20 years, I would say. I don't know how he didn't see me, but he didn't.
What was that noise?
I'm playing the PS3 version, actually.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
Hello, Daniil.
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty much the same thing. Why did he run to his old position? Do I have to push the button first to call the lift? Probably. Well. Yeah, it's going really smooth. We are not getting detected. I'm totally not restarting. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try no detection run and regret it. I'll try to do no kills as well. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it on hard mode, so... It's gonna be comical. And it's gonna be me cursing a lot.
What was that noise?
I wasn't sure if I have to interact with something.
There's an elevator there you can take.
Yes, I know.
Snake, don't.
It's spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it, alright. Let's get the elevator back, take it up to the ground floor, then look for the Doppel Chief. Yeah, there was that fight with Meryl, wasn't there? I have to just wait for the credits? That is the slowest lift I've ever seen. Well, actually, not the slowest. The slowest has to be the one in Final Fantasy XIV. The one where you fight Gaius at the end of the, well, 2.0. There we go. I'm guessing this part is a pain for speedrunners because they just wait for no reason. I was gonna run behind him. I'm glad I didn't. Farm alert? What does that do? And I was taking to speedrun this game. I know Rain here is a huge fan of this series, and I think he got highest ranking on all of them. I never really bothered with the ranking when I played it back in the day. I don't think I will either, but I'm just gonna try doing no detection, no kills. That might change over time, who knows. When I played Metal Gear 1 and 2, was it last month or the one before? I didn't end up doing no kills or no detection. Started with no kills, very quickly went kills. Once we beat this, I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid 2 as well. I'm gonna do the whole series, really.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Damn it, I wanted to put my Solid Snake into Hind D. Sorry, I had to.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our...
Now her head comes up from below.
She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
Imagine that.
Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... Cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Have you played On Metal Blues?
I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
Nanomachines.
Appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Revengeance as well at some
Your
point.
radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi.
Yeah,
and then all my
every
weapons are taken.
technology is existent technology.
Put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
Prison
My
wallet.
stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
I only see one, I don't see five. Oh.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
But yeah, On Metal was actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It was fun. And
What is
it
it, Snake?
it poked fun at a lot of good things. That save. If I fail.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it.
There are bad codes on both sides.
I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I grew up with the MSX, but I didn't play Metal Gear back then. Or maybe I started it, but didn't get too far. No, I don't feel the love. I feel the desperation in this game.
What can I do for you, Snake?
I remember there was this
Snake,
Easter egg.
you called Snake?
No, I didn't. Booty call.
What is it, Snake? Come on, Snake. Don't call me for no reason.
That face. Was that the last thing she does? Or was there more? Oh yeah, yeah, you do feel the love in metal. You can tell the person enjoyed it. I mean, they were putting jokes and everything, but at the same time, it's not being negative about the games. You know what I mean? Well, we failed. Kill me. I'm terrible at this. I am terrible at this. And this is one thing when you're streaming, you end up being too self-conscious. Why would I read the mission log? Too self-conscious about doing something like this, or kind of a challenge, because you worry it will just bore people to death. Should I just go from this side? Nope. Shaft grenade.
Snake, answer me! Snake!
I wish continue didn't actually count against you. I'm glad I'm doing it on PS3 though. Loading times would be better, presumably. I don't really remember the loading times in the PS1 version. Although I think it will start being painful once I get to the PS3 games. Or PS4. I don't remember many games in PS1 having bad loading times.
Whose footprints are these?
They're not mine. I don't know who was walking there. Not me. What's up in the wind?
A surveillance camera?
The controls. Going around corners is so annoying. We're gonna be here all day. Rain, remember when you said I'm gonna get to Raven today? That is not going to happen. Not at this rate. Not like this. I told you I'm pretty bad at these games. I don't know how I beat them back in the day. Don't go in there. I left a solid snake. Surveillance cameras?
A surveillance camera?
What am I risking my life for? Stun grenades?
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Should I even care? Maybe I'm gonna ignore them. Although I do need to learn how to deal with the cameras. I do need to learn how to deal with the cameras. Attempt number 1. Surveillance camera? Ah. Going around corners is so annoying. It doesn't actually save the item pickups, does it? I don't think it does, if I recall correctly. You need to change screen for it?
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Yep. We're gonna be picking this up a few times, I guess. I know there's a sleeping soldier, but if I bump into him... Yeah, I think if I bump into him, he gets alerted, right? No? These controls. did it. Yay. I know there was a path up there, but I could have picked up the... Okay, they're not deadly rats like the ones in Metal Gear 2.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have.
Yeah, they're geniuses.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice
They're not real.
have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow, and that's where they stay warm.
Survival specialist, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
I think a great hint is how he actually tells you useful stuff in this game as opposed to Metal Gear 2. Well, in that game, he's useful in the end. Let's call them again, see if there's anything new.
Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1
14066.
equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
141.52. Okay, it's not even saved.
This is Nastasha Romanenko.
She puts the nasty in Nastasha.
Solid Snake?
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
That is weird, considering it's not hitting on her. Alright, let's see which one of you guys is correct. No response. Yeah, basically, I'm fine with people telling me Easter eggs. I mean, telling me how to beat a boss, how to approach things. Nah, leave it to me. But Easter eggs, if there's an Easter egg that you know of, tell me and I'll check it out. I'm fine with Easter eggs. Exceeding, not really. Let's call Nastasha again.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island was built at the beginning of this century. It was made only to temporarily store the nuclear warheads.
Why? If they wanted to dispose of them, why wouldn't they just dismantle them right away?
They cannot do that. You see, when you dismantle a warhead, you still have nuclear materials that must be stored. At this point, all of the nuclear material storage facilities are way past capacity. But they could not stop dismantling weapons while at the same time pushing START 2.
So you're telling me that this base was built so they could temporarily avoid being in conflict with START 2?
Most people think that we live in a safer world now, but with all the dismantled nuclear weapons and waste around, the threat of nuclear terrorism has increased tremendously.
It's ironic, isn't it?
And sometimes you read horror stories about people handling nuclear waste and not really knowing, and the number of people who die. Fun times.
After the START 2 Accord was signed on January 3rd, 1993, Russia and the US reduced their strategic nuclear warheads to between 3,000 and 3,500 warheads each. They completely dismantled all of the ICBMs which contained MIRVs. As a result of that, there are over 15,000 dismantled nuclear warheads waiting to be disposed of. The warheads are supposed to be dismantled at Pantex or some other dismantling facility, but there are limits to how many warheads they can process. We just do not have the capabilities to dismantle all the warheads that are out there.
Yeah, usually I remember reading back in the day the Japanese version had more than stuff.
Over 200 tons of plutonium and over 1,000 tons of high-grade uranium have been removed from nuclear weapons so far. And on top of that, nuclear reactors all over the world continue to produce and leak spent nuclear fuel. According to one estimate, as of the year 2005, America alone was storing over 50,000 tons of nuclear material. There is no room left in our nuclear material storage sites. That is why we need nuclear weapon disposal facilities. The warheads are supposed to be dismantled at Pantex or some other dismantling facility, but there are limits to how many warheads they can process. We just do not have the capabilities to dismantle all the warheads that are out there. Over 200 tons.
Okay. She's repeating. Let's call Miller. In quotations.
Mice are Alaskan field mice.
Okay, they can't hear me. Good. Let's save.
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
Rain, you got me this game. You should know about this.
Snake.
Yeah, basically, if you played the old ones, the behavior of Miller in this one is so odd that you start questioning it. This is not an exit. And I remember the death rats in Metal Gear 2. This were fun. Hello? Stop calling me.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should
Really?
be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to.
Oh yeah, they're hamsters. That's right. Well, wasn't sure how much it's gonna turn. I should have waited. I'm just too impatient. Yeah, Raven today. Ah, the optimism of youth. Yeah, I would have made it. It's just hindsight. Or hindy sight. Oh, there's a pickup here. We didn't get it last time. All the rats.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, this call. Also, we don't have Nastasha, right? It was 14152. Can we call now without getting the...
This is Nastasha Rom. The nuclear weapons disposal.
I know some dialogue only triggers if you've spoken to them several times, which is why I'm just calling her repeatedly now.
After.
Go into the water. Come out of the water. Love how I couldn't even tell there was any water in the graphics. I should do a tutorial on YouTube for this game. The things not to do when you speedrun. And as far as I recall, she doesn't get mentioned again, does she? Isn't in the series, or doesn't appear. Unless she shows up in other games that I haven't played. Oh, she is. I don't remember.
Elevator to change floors. There should be a car.
Let's look for the cargo. Left. Oh yeah, she does. She does ride the Darkness of Shadow Moses. I did just remember that. Let's get the bullets first, or maybe not. Actually, hold on. So in other words, she's more relevant in the other games than this one. Get out of the wall. Leave the wall. Oh no. I hate hugging the wall when I don't want to hug it. Camera goggles. Yeah, I'm getting good at this. I'm pretty good. Fuck's sake. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Commentator's curse.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Literally just said I'm getting better at this. I think these guys would have been better off calling Jesse Fox instead of Solid Snake. Yes, yes, Miller. Nice to meet you. Let's call her. My playtime at the end, it's totally gonna reflect the actual playtime. I don't know if I'm gonna... I was about to say do acid, play Metal Gear Acid, but I'm gonna play the others, I think. Yeah, I've heard it's a very strange game. I'm out of range, right? Nope. Snake is so desperate for a touch that he just hugs the wall. Do I want the chaff grenades? He hugs the wall if you're close to it. You move slightly away from it, and he just gives it 2 meters. Ghost of Babel is kind of an alternative version of this, isn't it? The Game Boy one. Maybe I'll play it at some point. I know it's not canon.
Snake,
yeah.
This is McDonald.
A poster for the game shows up in Metal Gear Solid 2, right? Am I just misremembering? It's been years. I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and what was it? Well, I mean, I just played Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX ones, but yeah, and I guess you could consider Metal Gear Rising. The rest I have not played. So Ground Zeroes, 5, all the PSP ones. Oh, you dislike 5? A lot of people have been praising it. I know it's different. Just spread my butt cheeks to that guy. Let him fire in the hole. Do you guys want me to keep doing it? No detection? Are you enjoying my misery? I heard, yeah, people have been saying Portable Ops is not great either. And I thought I might as well give it a go. I mean, the goal was to play the whole series this year. I'm not gonna say back. Maybe I might have a break between some of them.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the new...
I notice you're saying third-person shooter, not necessarily saying stealth. That was a lift, right? No, Rain, you got what you fucking deserved. Nope, leave. I'm gonna get the thermal goggles and I'm gonna go back. Screw the grenades. Even though I know I'm gonna need them for detection with the cameras. But that's an issue for future me to solve. I don't think Rain is really giving an excuse to the game as much as explaining why it had issues. We did it. B1. Using the lift counts as a checkpoint, right?
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
We did it. Screw that, I did it. What did you guys do?
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
That is not a green dot. That is just like a Minecraft thing. Okay, I know there's an Easter egg here with a ladder.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
When I got to that lift, I pressed square, I pressed X, I pressed circle. Well, I found the one that works. Gonna be using these bullets eventually. Not on myself. But yeah, I guess a lot of it is speculation and people deducing things from, you know, the Easter egg was back there, right? The one with Meryl. I had to figure out the button though. It's not with this. I remember it being a view, right? Nope. Am I misremembering? Or is it a different ladder? It's been over 20 years. More than 25 years, actually. No, actually, less. I played this one late. Yeah, maybe 20 years. Oh no, I think it's here. There are two of them. Or maybe not.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
And do that. Yeah, this is the Easter egg. What did I do? First person. Technically, I'm still in first person. With triangle? Ah, okay. There we go.
Is that a woman?
Old triangle.
Not him.
I was pressing it. I feel like a grandpa trying to play a game for the first time. We have to change screens to get the rest right. I mean, you've told me it's triangle. Hello, welcome. I am just really confused. Oh, hello. I think the first Croatian person to get in the channel. Welcome. Need to move. I wonder how lonely Kojima felt when he was making this game. He was really thirsty. You jokingly say grandpa, but I actually do know a person who is became a grandfather at, I think, the age of 33. So yeah, it's about my age, and he became a grandfather. Yeah, I think it was 33 or something like that. I'm 33 as well. Am I? Yeah, I'm 33. I have to actually think about it now. You get to a point where you just forget. He was telling me about how he basically became a father. I think he was really young. He said it all happened in a closet, which is not the most romantic place. But teenagers. I remember, wasn't there an interview with Kojima where he said the boss was meant to have a snake tattoo on her tits or something? And then he just went for a scar? I think this is it, right? This is the last scene, right? The rest will just go back what it was, right? Let's double check. I know I sent it to Rain a few months back. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure I can find it still. Yeah, there you go. We rattle as if laughing whenever she would shoot. There you go. A genius or a madman? What's the difference? Maybe he just couldn't be bothered to add more jiggle physics. Yeah, it's just the same thing, I think. There we go.
Who's that?
It's me. It's me, Mario.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
No, the snake tattoo was the boss.
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
And she put on her pants again.
Launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
You're not black. How do you know about a black project?
So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
I'm loving the polka dot tie.
Probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Of that line.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
Think tie.
Yes.
with green
Baker knows
dots.
one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes, you can stop the launch.
Did they seriously just zoom in on the
So where
toilet
are
paper?
the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
I don't see color.
Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
Okay, guys, cool it.
Just said no.
I'm all up for debate, but if it starts going into an argument, I'll have to stop it.
Problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon. What is it?
Hey, what happened?
You don't check the pulse on the back of the head?
Dead.
At this rate, it'll be a while before we get to Metal Gear Solid
Naomi,
5.
The chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Let's save. I mean, from what you guys are saying
Poor man. He has a heart attack right after you save him.
after
I'm
this,
getting a bad feeling about this, Snake. Maybe you should let me save your mission.
why else would I call you? Yeah, from what you guys are saying, it reminds me of the situation with Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, we have seen footage of things that were not in the final game. It's difficult to really say how early those things were scrapped, whether it was closer to the end, where it ends up being a case of taking taken out of the story, or it's a case of early changes or earlier changes that change the narrative quite a lot. But again, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, so can't exactly say that. I'm scared. I'm gonna hide here. On the right.
Don't move!
Should have checked the radar.
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar.
God, I'm not a rookie. Stop saying
Look
that.
at your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Oh, I... Oh, I thought I had the... I'm gonna continue since it's a death, it's not a detection. I'm not gonna shoot. I don't want to kill anyone in this attempt. I'm trying to do it without kills. So I'd have to get her to kill them. Me. Shoot. Meryl, shoot.
Snake, what are you doing? Take care of the bad guys and get the hell out of there. You better use that weapon you found.
Rookie, just shoot. Come on, rookie. God damn it, rookie. This is gonna be rough. Maybe I should punch them? Maybe I should just shoot them. There is a limit to how many kills you can get, right? If you wanted to get the perfect one. This is not one of them, is it? 3 kills. 3? Excluding bosses, you mean?
Don't move!
Hmm.
So you killed the chief.
Yeah, this is... I don't think I'm gonna do this. Come on, rookie, shoot. Oh, if they're on the ground, they won't... You won't shoot them? Ah, that is a pain. Oh, fish tax by mistake. I should be taking a break. Explains why she wasn't shooting them earlier. I'm debating if I should bother, to be honest. I mean, if it's stealth and I'm not killing, it's a different story, but here it's... She barely shoots. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill them. Oh, yeah, there were multiple, weren't there? Yeah, I'm just gonna kill them. Oh, is that why she's not shooting? Fair, I'll kill the first 3 then. Then we can take a break. It's been 2 hours since I've gone live. I usually take a break every 2 hours, so... Yeah, you can completely miss out on the... Well, not really completely miss out. You can go back later, but you can skip this getting the weapon earlier, and when you get here, you wouldn't have a weapon. not a rookie.
Shoot!
Good job, rookie. Ouch. Nice one, rookie. Oh.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, holding one and letting the others shoot. Now to zoom in. Kojima, totally not a pervert.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Why didn't you shoot him earlier? She's not running out. Psychomantis? Yeah.
Good girl. Just like that.
I remember bits and pieces of the game.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psychomantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Let's save and let's take a break.
What's up, Snake?
Yeah, this playthrough is gonna be slow. Basically, the plan is I'm gonna split my streams into halves. And first half, I'm gonna play this. Second half, I'm gonna swap to a different game. That's gonna be the case for future streams as well. But for now, let's take a quick break. I'm gonna run some ads. You don't have to watch them. Install an ad blocker. uBlock Origin is good. I only really run ads because it disables pre-roll ads for people. But you're not gonna miss anything because I'm gonna be back after the ads. So see you in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for sticking with me.
Shakespeare said, "Nought's had, all spent, where our desire is got, without content." Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype? Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear.
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am. But what about the PAL system that the DARPA chief mentioned?
It is a device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed or launched. Usually, a secret detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
Let's call all of them.
PAL stands for Permissive Action Link. It is a safety system attached to nuclear missile systems. The missile cannot be fired without the insertion of a special electronic code. But if the terrorists have found out the detonation codes, they can launch the missiles anytime they want.
Is it possible to destroy the PAL system so that the missile can be fired even without inserting the detonation code?
I do not believe so. It is set up so that the warhead will become automatically inactive if any attempt is made to remove, deactivate, or destroy the PAL.
So unless the terrorists either learn the detonation codes or get their hands on the detonation code override keys, there's no way they can launch.
Do not be too sure. Any system can contain bugs or malfunctions. We cannot relax yet.
Man, I remember back when PAL and NTSC was a bigger deal. That's the first thing I think of when I hear of PAL.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Have you seen me sneaking into this place? Thinking is not what I do.
You can only open the door with a security card that's got the same or higher security clearance than the door.
No, Nastasha can comment on the weapons and items you have equipped, right?
Хорошо. Good.
Yep.
You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
All right. Let's back the ladder and... What does that say? 6. And this one is 1, right? I have to equip the card. Poor guy. But he wins in the end, so it's all good. Oh, it's just a ration here, right? Wish I didn't have to do this. In the sequel, you don't have to equip the card, right? Or am I misremembering? Probably misremembering. I don't remember too well. I might know this one more than 2, actually. Let's go to B2. I think I remember one thing here.
You caught Snake?
The return of the pitfall from the previous game.
Snake in China, they say. You must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
The crocodile won't understand you anyway. Yep, that. C4. You're meant to have a different color, I think. Grenades. This one right here. Okay, yeah, this one. But there are more, I think. Circle, okay. That way is forward, if I recall correctly. I'm sure there was more. I just realized I'm using the C4 to tap the wall. There we go. Sneaky. There's another. Stun grenades. See, we didn't have to pick up the grenades earlier. Ooh. dangerous is it really to use C4 like that? Hitting the wall with it. I'm gonna save.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's
Really?
some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful. Be careful, Snake.
I'm sure the boss is here. I don't mean the boss is in the character called the boss. Yep. I think you can. Yeah, he calls you an idiot. I remember that. You idiot! There we go. I do want to check if I can get more grenades. Can I squeeze in? Nope. Looks like there's an empty spot, but it's nothing. Why do I remember like there was a room here with lasers? Is it one of the locked ones? Might be one of the locked ones. I do want... Hello, Thomas. How have you been? Did you end up beating Legend Dragoon? My internet went down and I didn't manage to stay around. Let's look for more grenades. I don't think there were more, but never know. Not grenades, C4. Oh, you fell asleep during battles? Was it that boring for you? Hold on, is that? Nope. Oh, tell me about it. I know that feeling. Staying up for too long. The streaming. I'm trying to remember how I fought this boss.
I do not know much about Metal Gear. Just the little I have heard. I know it appeared in Outer Heaven in 1995, and then again in Zanzibar in 1999. Both were third world countries led by military regimes. They secretly developed Metal Gear to increase their military and political power throughout the world. But both were stopped by a lone hero. You, Solid Snake.
Yeah, Nexus Ocelot. I think I was using C4s for that. I think Korean is regretting that I'm not playing this in Italian.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're
Captions.
President Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
This is the most agile Snake has ever been.
And the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt's.
Look at him stroking the shaft.
6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now,
Yeah, I heard Twin Six has a lot of weird stuff.
revolver. Draw! Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Nope.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Why are you unequipping it? Okay, they're not unequipping it.
You better hurry up.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did.
Don't you want to settle this?
Ah. Nope.
I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulphur smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is bad. Bring around the Rosie. I can't pick that up. Oh, I did. Yeah, I wanted to use the C4s, but I wasted most of them. Because when they put the subtitles, it's not clear if I have it equipped or not, and I press the button and... I should add that to the soundboard, the grunting. Ah. Come on. Speedrun strats. Sticking to the corner is annoying. Yeah, I remembered something about running and shooting, but... Oh, come on. I don't have bullets. So this is a case of me just chasing him, I guess. Oh, there are some bullets. I think Baker's gonna die of old age.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting...
Why is he rocking his head like that?
My hand!
Ah! Love me your honor!
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name.
That exoskeleton.
Happy Rain?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
I think with C4 I probably could have done it with 4
Surgical implants.
instead of shooting.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation.
Everyone who knows these top-secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you.
He's dead, Jim.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Thank Jim, I had to do it.
Both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Well, Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret project.
You're not black.
By the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Liberals.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
Oh, Metal Gear is getting adopted?
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
That's nice.
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise.
Next thing you hear Liquid say, you might think I saved Metal Gear, but actually he saved me.
Sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
Did you spit some phlegm there?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself...
Oh no, his intestines.
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
Why do I have to kneel to use the codec?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake.
More than I can trust you. That's kind of an empty statement.
It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Hey, we're healed and have a bigger health bar. Let's save.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
You've told me this already.
Be careful, Snake.
You've also told me that just now.
First, the DARPA chief, and then President Baker die of a heart attack?
Yeah, smells pretty rotten to me. Master, do you know anything?
No. But there's definitely something going on. Keep your eyes open out there.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
I'm on the PS3. How would I check the back of the CD case?
It is just like Baker said. We are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see,
I think it was 14015, wasn't it?
Necessary in the manufacture of nuclear weapons. Nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology. All three of them can easily be acquired by either legal or illegal means. If you have enough money, that is. They say that there are 500,000 nuclear engineers in the world. But after the end of the Cold War, the demand for nuclear engineers dropped precipitously. In the Eastern Bloc countries in particular, there is a tremendous brain drain. They cannot keep their scientists in the country. And each year, more and more nuclear engineers go to work for the highest bidder.
But on the PS3, how am I meant to check the back of a CD case? There isn't anything on the back.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
I think he gives it to you eventually, doesn't he?
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her...
Maybe he doesn't.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking without the internet. What is that? Is that his shadow? I can't read the number from here. Or... How people used to do it. You mean people who didn't buy the original copy, right? I remember somebody giving it to you.
In any case, you should...
No. Well, let's just call 14015. Oh, it has to be outside, right? And there are soldiers now.
What is it, Snake? How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course.
Oh my.
Oh, my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Oh, she is at it now. Even though I called her and...
In any case, you should...
Yeah.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I always come by myself.
Lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
I mean, a name means nothing on the battlefield.
You be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
I mean, your ass.
Soldier's eyes.
That's what I was looking at.
Rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
What does the Kingdom Hearts do?
Terrorist leader, Liquid Snake.
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
Really?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
Women have more hiding
Not
places.
that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Everyone has a prison wallet,
That's where
though.
his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause.
Everyone looks kind of green on the screen, though.
All over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come
You're trying to tell me not to do a no-kill run.
is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay.
What other
Let me
stuff?
try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
Yeah, I guess I really don't know who my father is.
Like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the car,
That's not a question.
I'll contact you. Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
I remembered just now back in school, some kid had stuff stolen, I think, and prefects were going around searching for the stuff, and the head boy basically came and said, "We're not gonna find anything, but we have to look like we're doing something about it."
Snake, have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
And then basically said, well, if a girl stole it, we will never find it because they have more hiding places than men. And I just remember that when it was mentioned just now. Grenade. We didn't pick up the grenade last time. Oh, bullets. Cool. Oh, this stuff is... That's the room I was remembering. We got a FAMAS. Yeah, I remember this room. Yeah, smoking was another one. I didn't remember if I had the goggles or not, but then I remembered we picked it up earlier. It's gonna take a while. Not. This was where we also find the sniper rifle, isn't it? The higher card.
Unlock the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Alright, that's the cargo door. Let's do another save. The reason why I'm not gonna get a high rating is the number of saves.
In my parents' homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten.
People eat wolves? I mean, I guess in God of War Ragnarok they did.
The winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
But I'm a snake, not a wolf. I'm gonna beat the wolf. Eventually, though. What?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
It's so hard to tell. The angle is just bad. Kill me now. Yeah, that angle is rough. Actually, I just had an idea. Let's go to the other basement floor. Because we don't have any rations. We use them all up. Yes. It's open. One. There was a ration under the bed. Oh, they took the body. How nice of them. Yeah, the angle for the lasers is a bit iffy. I don't know if I'm fast enough to do it if I'm crawling.
You caught Snake? Snake, like Confucius said, the cautious seldom err. If you proceed cautiously, you probably won't make a big mistake. Snake, even after you get used to the mission, don't lose your concentration.
Never had any concentration to begin with. Yeah. can't do that, okay. Which one of you touched me? Just kill me. Will this be the slowest playthrough of all time? No. It has to be up there, though. Okay, we made it, I think, after this. Wait a minute, we made it to Raven. We actually made it to Raven.
What's up, Snake?
You were right, Rain.
Snake, in China, they say, you must cross the river before...
Yeah, you've told me this before. I told you. Crocodiles wouldn't understand us anyway. Remember this. What?
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
Sorry, I had to. As soon as he said Deep Throat, I just had to. Claymore. Too bad, Rain. I don't have as much experience as you. Moonwalking. Mooncrawling, I guess. If I recall correctly, I'm gonna be using grenades for this. And Inez, yes, I know Deep Throat was the official name for the informant. But we know who it is, obviously, because we played Metal Gear 2. And because we played this before.
Raven's territory.
That's so Raven.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message.
Ooh.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Oh, I think we need to use chaff grenade, right? I think chaff grenades to yeah, I ended up throwing an extra one. Nope. Do you mind? Get up. Apparently I was too close. But I had the right idea, I guess. Okay, deep throat. And yeah, I remember crawling to get these. Which is why I did it immediately. Control. Seriously? Wee. Doing donuts.
See how you like this.
I'm amazing, I know. Oh, I could have called Kodak to get some hints or whatever. It's a level 3?
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told
Possessed by a demon. He got run over by a tank
So, General
several times.
Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
That didn't take us too many attempts. One failed and we got the kill next time. Alright, let's very slowly gonna use controls, and now I can carry more rations. And yeah, I think I'm gonna... Let's collect the stuff here. And then I think I'm gonna stop this and swap games. And we'll pick it up back tomorrow. Hopefully, with my connection being better. Nothing else to pick up, I think. I'm gonna swap back to Fallen Order, which we started yesterday, on the highest difficulty. So we're gonna do streams of half Metal Gear, half other games. Now it's Fallen Order. After Fallen Order, I don't know what it's gonna be. Let's save.
What's up, Snake?
Fallen Order is okay. It just has a few bugs here and there. And I would have liked a bit more move variety, but I think we're slowly unlocking more of that.
Have you ever heard this one? Confucius said it.
Enough proverbs for now. Want to hear about you?
Oh.
The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I hardly know you, Snake. It wouldn't be right to start telling you all about my personal life.
Okay, but I'm not giving up.
Well, alright, let's take a quick break. And I'm gonna swap games. It will be... yeah, I'll just need to replug my capture card into the other console. But let me use this time for a quick reminder. If you want to know when I'm going live again, or if you're enjoying this, feel free to follow. I usually go stream almost every day, but sometimes I have other stuff to take care of, or my connection is bad, so who knows how it's going to be until the day itself. But if I'm not going live, I usually mention it on Discord or Twitter, usually the Discord. And here's a Discord link. Hello, bot. Well, bot is not working. Thank you, bot, for taking the time off. I don't push people to subscribe because most of the money is going to go to Twitch anyway, and Amazon doesn't need more money unless you're like paying Bezos money. Unless you have Prime, then yeah, feel free to sub if you want, or use it on any other channel because it's not going to cost you extra. Hello, Java Man. What are we testing here? Alright. No, I was just testing the bot, which wasn't working. But welcome. Yeah, we're about to swap games actually. We've streamed this for half the stream, and the next half we're gonna continue with the Jedi Fallen Order. So we're gonna pick this back up tomorrow. I'm planning on playing the whole series, so we're gonna be playing Metal Gear for probably foreseeable future. So yeah, quick break and I'll be back.